Well, IDF troops continue to operate throughout the Gaza Strip. A large-scale operation still happening in the northern part of the Gaza Strip in Gaza City's Zaytun neighborhood. The IDF saying they're still fighting Hamas terrorists in that area. Troops also in the central part of the Strip, and really a focus on the southern part, with troops still on the ground in Khan Yunis. This is where they are still finding different weapons manufacturing sites, different rocket launchers, confiscating mass caches of weapons, and the IDF says every day eliminating dozens of terrorists in a lot of close quarter combat, snipers on the ground as well. This is the type of warfare we're continuing to see throughout the Gaza Strip. And as troops are still fighting there, they start talking about more of the operations that are happening in Khan Yunis. They say there was one incident where they captured some Hamas terrorists trying to flee with the civilian population. Once again, the Hamas terrorists trying to hide themselves among civilians and try and get out of the IDF. The IDF saying they were able to capture and arrest some of those terrorists and eliminating others nearby as well. And so now the operations continue. Every day we do hear that they are getting closer and closer to wrapping up their activity in Khan Yunis, but troops, they're still operating there, and all the while an eye on the southernmost city of Rafah. We continue to hear more news swirling about how the IDF plans on operating in Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians are living and seeking refuge, how they plan to evacuate those residents from Rafah before they go in. But the IDF says that that is their plan. They do want to make sure that all of the Palestinian civilians who are there, they can evacuate safely before they go in with tactical precision. Because going forward, as the troops are still on the ground fighting in the Gaza Strip, we're likely going to see a lot more tactical, precise missions, not only to keep the Palestinian civilian population safe, but also the hostages that remain in the Gaza Strip and likely underneath the Gaza Strip in the Hamas terror tunnels, because that is likely where the majority of the hostages are still being held. That's what complicates these ongoing missions that much more, and that's why the IDF is using all of the intelligence and going forward step by step, but taking their time so that they can limit any the risk to any of the civilian population, whether it be the Palestinians or also their own Israeli civilians as well.